Tail of the tape now for Manny Pacquiao against Brandon Rios, the fighting in the welterweight division. Pacquiao gives up 7 years in age to the younger Rios. He also gives up 1.5 inches in height. There's an arm length equality measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. Pacquiao still comes up to the welterweight weight. You know, he never yet has gotten to the point where he needs to sweat down to make 147. Yesterday he weighed 145. Brandon Rios was a half pound under the limit. He sweated down even though he was fighting in the welterweight division for the very first time. And tonight, unofficially, Rios will come into the ring with a 9-pound working advantage against Pacquiao. And a look at the youth versus experience element of this, the difference in their careers to this point. Brandon Rios began his career 9 years later than Pacquiao. He's had 28 fewer fights, 199 fewer rounds in the ring, meaning 597 fewer minutes in the ring, meaning nearly 10 hours less of actual boxing combats.
Let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner with head trainer, former world champion Robert Garcia. Wearing green with white and red. Official weight, 146 1/2 pounds. His professional record, outstanding at 31 victories, including 22 knockouts, only 1 defeat with 1 draw. From Oxnard, California, USA, the former lightweight champion of the world, Brandon Bam Bam Rios. And fighting out of the red corner with Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach, wearing royal blue and officially weighing 145 pounds. His professional record, Hall of Fame credentials, 54 victories, including 38 knockouts, 5 defeats with 2 even. From Sarangani province, the fighting pride of the Philippines, 8-time world champion, Manny Pacquiao.
So much for the notion of the passive Asian sports crowd.
Okay, gentlemen, this is for the WBO international title. You got your instruction. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck and God bless you both.
Everyone's expecting a dust-up. When the dust settles, do we have the end or the rebirth of an era?
All right, get back in there. Good. Good.
Round 1 begins. Sellout crowd of 13,101, jacked up and into it as the combat gets underway in the ring.
And right away you see Brandon come out using that jab, which is part of what you wanted to see earlier. Was he coming out to just go out and beat Brandon Rios, or was he coming out to win? Showing that jab is showing the same discipline that he showed throughout his training camp this time. So you know he's coming to give it his all.
Left hand shot to the body. Manny Pacquiao has worked with tremendous discipline and dedication in his training camp, his 12-week training camp, polishing the straight left hand to the body, which he and Freddie Roach believe will be the key to victory in this fight.
Rios is trying to adjust to Pacquiao's speed here early, and maybe the butterflies he's feeling. being in a fight of this magnitude for the first time in his career.
And Pacquiao's already landed a couple of combinations. Blocked Rios' right hand with his left glove.
I can promise you one thing, the butterflies are not bothering Rios, but he does have to figure out how to adjust to his speed. It's something that he's never seen before.
Particularly Pacquiao's foot speed. He's able to get that right foot on the outside of Rios' left foot pretty much at will so far, giving Pacquiao better punching angles.
Pacquiao's jab and his left hand are landing early. Rios working his own jab as Roy Jones suggested he should. That punch was right on the belt line. Rios goes down. Gino Rodriguez says it was a slip. Asian crowd responds at first as though it was a knockdown. Pacquiao landing the left hand more or less at will in the early going.
A double left hand, Jim. Very impressive punch.
Rios got in a clean shot to the left side of Pacquiao's edge.
That was some good work by Rios there with only one hand free. He used it, worked it, and landed some punches.
Yes, he did. Good uppercut landed at the end of that exchange, too.
Now there goes the Pacquiao left hand right down the pipe again. Rios is getting a little better at blocking the shot, but Pacquiao is still too fast for Rios to see everything that's coming.
Oh, good left hand by Pacquiao.
Tremendous left hand lead by Manny Pacquiao. Body shot again. Round one belonged to Manny Pacquiao.
Just pick your body up, okay? Okay? Okay. Wait. Watch. Don't pull back and step up. No. That's where he's dangerous, right? Don't step back, pulling your body up. Stay low, stay low. Bend your knees. Give me a few more rounds like this, all right?
A little shuffle. Yung speed mo, yung bilis mo, yung bilis mo hindi niya kaya kunin. Kaya kukunin natin siya sa bilis ngayon, at saka side-side. Don't say the pocket too long, in and out, quick. Ayaw
We see Pacquiao not really landing nothing in the counting area. He threw a jab that landed on the shoulder or a left outside the back. And that's what Rios went down from, which is not a knockdown because that's not a scoring area where the punch landed at. Later in the round, go ahead.
Later in the round, he landed some straight left hands.
Yes, he did.
CompuBox numbers in round one, Pacquiao 20 of 54, Rios 5 of 32.
Both corners want this fight to remain as is. In Pacquiao's corner, Freddie Roach told him in and out, in and out. Rios Garcia said, I want a few more rounds like that one. Stay low. I guess he means don't take too many chances early. Pressure fighters traditionally take a few rounds to get going, and Rios is a pressure fighter.
Not only that, after a few rounds, when Pacquiao slows down a little bit, the speed becomes much closer. The conversation ain't so far. Pacquiao's not 20 miles per hour faster after round 4. He's now maybe only 4 or 5 miles per hour faster.
Rios imposing his size a little more in this round so far.
Rios has gotten a couple of clean body shots in this round, and those body shots are clearly part of the plan to try to wear Pacquiao down. Rios is the larger man. He outweighs Pacquiao unofficially by 9 pounds coming into the ring. He's an inch and a half taller. He's much more of a natural welterweight than is Manny Pacquiao.
The good thing about what else Rios is doing is that he's not chasing him carelessly like we usually see him do, like with a Mike Alvarado. He's chasing him very cautiously, knowing that Pacquiao can land a shot that could end the fight at any time.
And by the way, we've been talking about Rios' necessary adjustment to Pacquiao's speed. It's also worth noting he hasn't fought a southpaw since he was 19 years old, 8 years ago.
But he's doing that, you know, he's doing some business in this round. And if you think about the Margarito fight, where Pacquiao really beat Margarito up from the same gym as Garcia, as Rios. This is a younger and closer to his prime version of that kind of fighter, if not a little smaller.
And what else has to be noted, which I know a guy like Robert Garcia knows, is that Margarito hurt Pacquiao very bad to the body in that fight.
And Rios is more skillful, I think, than Margarito.
Pacquiao's doing some body work there with the right hand, setting up those shots upstairs. There have been some tremendous combinations by Pacquiao in the last 20 or 30 seconds. Freddie Roach insisted that the 12-week training camp in the Philippines was Manny's best camp in years, despite the painful distraction of the tsunami which hit while Pacquiao was there ensconced in his camp.
Pacquiao saying, come on, bring some more, but when Rios brought some more, it looked like it had an effect on him.
Absolutely.
Well, Pacquiao is much lighter than Rios right now. He's the smaller guy, so why is he standing right in front of Brandon? I don't know.
Well, maybe because Freddie Roach told him he needs an early knockout, and he wants to get an early knockout.
Well, last time he told him he needed a knockout, you saw what happened.
Hey, John, relax.
Relax lang. Okay lang? Tigil, okay lang? Okay, good.
That's beautiful. Okay? Now, don't get in the fight yet. Let's keep boxing this guy, okay?
Dili na to sa Tagag. Dili na to sa Tagag lugar na makaaway sa imuha. Ang imuha ni diktahan mo sa tak hawa. Mo na gusto ni coach, ha?
You hit the ropes, out or now.
Out.
He's too slow.
Pinakamahaba natin sa lubid.
He see Pacquiao land the pot shot, straight left hand lead. This is what happens when a guy is much faster than his opponent. You steal him while he's throwing a jab with a straight left, and you roll out to the left, to the right side. Perfect move by Manny Pacquiao.
Jinky Pacquiao at ringside after the loss to Marquez. Jinky supposedly asked Manny, would he retire from the ring? He said no to her, said no to his mother, said his career was going to continue, and it does. Power shots through 2 rounds. Pacquiao 42 of 83, 18 of 43 for Brandon Rios.
A hush just came over the crowd.
Maybe they understand that Rios isn't going to go away so easily. A stubborn fighter who's slowly, gradually building a little bit of tempo here, even while Pacquiao bats him around with his straight, clean punches.
No question Pacquiao's winning the fight, but Rios has made improvements as the fight's worn on, little by little, and remains dangerous, at least looking.
As long as Rios is in there on 2 feet, he's dangerous.
Now Pacquiao's moving more, Roy Jones. No longer seems quite as interested in standing in front of Brandon Rios as was the case in the first round.
Yeah, but he's not moving like I want to see him move, Jim. Like right there, he's still staying too close. Eventually, if he stays that close, Rios will land something big. That's the kind of move you want to see right there. Punch and get around Rios. That right there. That's what you want to see Pacquiao doing.
Manny Pacquiao's at his best. He never backs straight up. He comes out at angles. He comes in at angles. He has amazing feet and the ability to step to where he wants to go when he's at his best. And he's using those feet much more actively in this round than in the first 2.
Do it like Freddie told him. Freddie told him not to engage in a battle yet. Use his feet, step around and box the guy until he wear him down a little bit more. Then you can battle with him.
There Rios used his jab, as you said he should, Roy, and it had a good effect.
Pacquiao almost got trapped in a corner. That's Rios' office. That's where he can go to work.
That's where he does his business.
Good hook by Rios. And the best example I can tell you about the jab slowing a guy down is when Miguel Cotto fought Shane Mosley. He used his jab to neutralize Shane Mosley's speed.
Rios got in a couple of good clean shots. Pacquiao felt the need to answer back, stood his ground, and fired away.
They're trading heavy leather this round.
There's a little mark under Brandon Rios' right eye.
This is what Rios wants.
Yeah, this is a Rios-style fight suddenly. At least it was for moments there.
But for much of the round, Pacquiao's been moving and picking his shots. Like that. Now Rios gets a chance to try to trap him again. And gets in a body shot to punctuate the round. There's Miguel Cotto at ringside. most believe he's trying to determine whether he wants to fight Sergio Martinez for the middleweight championship of the world, or whether he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez at 154.
Keep moving your head, all right? Keep fighting smart, okay? Okay, we're doing it aggressive, but in a smart way, okay? And you're doing very good. Keep that going, all right? Give me the jab when you step in. When you go to the body, follow up with uppercuts, okay? Don't chase him. When he's moving around, don't chase him. Just cut the ring, okay? Right? Ya se lo vamos a ir acabando poco a poquito. That's 23. ¿Cómo siente usted? ¿Cómo sintió su poder de él?
How's his power? Nothing. You see Rios chasing, land a beautiful left hook, clean on the button. Followed by right hand to the body. It kind of grazes his arms first. This is the fight that Rios needs to fight to pull off an upset tonight.
Total punches in round 3. Pacquiao was 17 of 70. Rios more accurate, 16 of 50. The competitive margin between the two of them narrowing since round 1. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim, I got a 3-0, 30-27, Manny Pacquiao. You know, Jim, for a southpaw, he's got a great right hand. And then he bangs him with a right hook, a right jab, a right something, and then he turns just like that. And Rios, you know, it's hard for Rios to get him because he's always moving. I mean, he uses that right hand better than any southpaw I can remember. Look at that, a combination, but he always starts with a right hand. He doubled the right hand right there. And southpaws don't double the right hand. 3-0, Manny Pacquiao.
And he's off to a hot start in round number 4.
Most of the guys Pacquiao's fought have said afterwards, wow, the power was surprising from the little guy, you know, once he moved up in weight. Here, Rios seems pretty comfortable taking these power shots. And he's taking a lot of them.
When you spar with Marcus Maidana out of shape, and you take that power, you know what power really is.
Manny Pacquiao paused to talk to Gina Rodriguez. Brandon Rios kept hitting it throughout the whole thing.
He better realize he's in a fight. I don't like Pacquiao's body language myself, Jim.
Don't like what body language?
I don't like Pacquiao's body language.
In what way?
Well, it just doesn't look like he's having fun out there. It looks like he's working, and that's not what you want to see in a guy usually. You want to see a guy kind of enjoying what he's doing. Brandon's enjoying what he's doing. Pacquiao really is not.
The dynamo Pacquiao, when he landed these kind of punches, you saw more of an effect on the opponent. Rios is a big welterweight, even though he's coming up in weight. He is a big, strong welterweight here.
So the question that seems to be emerging in our discussion here is, all right, Pacquiao's winning the battle. Is he winning the war? Because frankly, I think it would be a scoring mistake if we saw an official card where he hadn't won the first 3 rounds. But yes, Rios likes what he's doing.
That's the fight Pacquiao needs right there. When you see that point, see how he had the point right there? That's the Pacquiao you want to see. Not Pacquiao just standing right there in front of Brandon.
Robert Garcia wants Rios not to follow him, meaning turn every time Pacquiao turns, but he wants him to cut off the ring, to slide over and cut off Manny Pacquiao's escape routes.
The only thing Brandon is doing wrong right now is not starting with a body attack first. He should start with a body attack first if he watched the Margarita fight.
Pacquiao consistently escaping the pressure in this round, but having to work very hard to do it. Pacquiao got in one big left hand to punctuate that round.
Ilalom.
Completely.
Yan lang ang trabaho. Simple. Okay. Beautiful boxing. Alright, I'm here now. Easy for you. You're way too fast. Wala kang babaguhin sa galaw. Alright? Keep going. Iron him out.
Okay? Pero siga bien cerradito with that smart. Be smart. Keep going smart.
He see Pacquiao attack with a straight left hand, move out to the right, then he comes back and attacks with the left hand, right hook, right uppercut, 4 punches rather, and moves out to his left. This is the type of attack that Mike Alvarado used very effectively against Brandon Rios.
And of course, Manny Pacquiao is even more capable of doing that with his faster feet than Mike Alvarado. But now we're fighting at 147. Rios Alvarado was at 140. Brandon Rios fighting a southpaw for the first time in 8 years. Harold Letterman has seen Pacquiao winning each of the first 4 rounds.
Now Rios has Pacquiao moving to Pacquiao's left, which is probably what Rios wants. At least he did.
Oh, good left hand.
Hand by Pacquiao. Perfect shot.
He stepped off Rios' jab and countered with a straight left hand. Best punch in the fight for Pacquiao so far. Seemed like it woke Rios up.
The knockout of Hatton took place at 140 pounds. At welterweight and above, Pacquiao, when he scores stoppages, wears his opponent down with these kind of punches.
Hard left hands to the body by Pacquiao. 3 of them, a left upstairs, a right-left combination. Manny Pacquiao is putting on a show in the early part of round 5.
Rios stalking but not throwing punches. He's got to stick that right hand out. The straight right hand out right there when he attacks Pacquiao, or he's going to allow Pacquiao to keep stepping out to the right like he's doing and never hem him up or catch him in a corner like Robert Garcia wants him to do.
So far as you advertised, Roy, Brandon Rios' best punch is that stiff left jab. When he throws it, it's been effective.
But now Pacquiao's right hook is forcing him to keep the left hand at home for defense.
Exactly right.
See, right there, you should use the straight right hand to the body, not so much to the head.
Rios to me.
Yes. You don't want to headhunt against a guy like Pacquiao.
Brandon Rios is so good at working the body with the free hand in a clinch. Not good at stopping Manny Pacquiao from firing combinations in the middle of the ring.
Who can?
Well, one way to stop him from firing is catch him with something hard in the exchange and knock him down or out.
And that's what Brandon's trying to do right now.
He's not going to beat Pacquiao to the punch, but if he punches with Pacquiao, it could be dangerous for Manny.
Great body shot with the left by Pacquiao. Left, right, left. Further combination. Round 5 has been a round in which Pacquiao has shown off his remarkable speed, his still thunderous punching authority, and his ability to get away from Brandon Rios' forward rushes. Manuel Rios, father of Brandon Rios, at ringside.
Usted nomás bien bloqueadito, Brandon. Don't let him throw too many punches. Keep pressing him, keep pressing him. When you throw, don't throw just one. You gotta throw more than one at a time. You gotta throw 2 or 3 punches. And then stay on him, stay on him. Get close to him, get close to him. Make it a little rough, all right? All right, all right? Remember, all right? Remember what we, okay? Okay, yeah? Okay, they're already rubbing his legs. So
You see Pacquiao step off of Brandon's jab right there, counter with a beautiful straight left hand, high on the head, right on the right eye of Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios smiles, but usually when they smile, they feel it.
And here's Frankie Pacquiao's reaction to the big left-hand shot. Our shots in round 5, Pacquiao 22 of 40. Scintillating round for him. 9 of 21 for Brandon Rios.
They started fighting before the bell. What happens when you have 2 guys who like to fight?
Another straight left-hand shot landed for Pacquiao. Gina Rodriguez warns Brandon Rios to keep the body shots up.
I'm a little bit surprised that Brandon isn't using that straight right hand a little bit more. Pacquiao's hitting him with the straight left hand, The opposite thing to do is hit Pacquiao back with a straight right hand.
Hard when the other guy's right foot is always on the outside. You know, Rios is rarely in punching at the right punching angle to land that punch, I think.
Well, no, he's at the right punch, right angle. Right there when he steps to the left with his jab, that's the time to throw the straight right hand.
After the jab.
Yeah, because his foot is outside of Pacquiao's front foot at that point. Like right there. See that?
Yep.
He's just not throwing it. Which is why I say I'm surprised.
I think the real key is, Roy, Pacquiao's being disciplined about not chasing a knockout. He's not staying in there to try to land the third and fourth punch. He's firing his 1-2 combinations, and he's moving away, and he's making it hard for Brandon to answer.
Yeah, and Rios is not yet in sellout mode.
He's hard body shots for Rios.
Right, he's having enough moments like that where he doesn't feel as though he needs to sell out his game plan yet.
Good body shot by Pacquiao.
And Rios lands to the body. Pacquiao answers to the body. And again, the left hand to the body, the straight left to the body, was a major focus of training camp for Pacquiao.
Good left hand to the head.
That's been there since the beginning of time. Now Pacquiao looks at Chino Rodriguez to complain about a low blow. Rodriguez does nothing. Brandon Rios clacks him upside the head. Answer, Manny, you're going to have to protect yourself against the body blows. Chino Rodriguez is not able to protect you yet.
Oh, that hurt Brandon Rios, I think.
See, Rios' instinct is to fight back.
You know it. That's just who he is.
He'll remain dangerous even as he's hurt.
Angry about the low blow, Pacquiao that time stayed in there to fire the fourth and fifth punch in the combination.
Oh.
Pacquiao cooling the stronger, crisper punch.
Brandon Rios has blood outside the left eye.
Look it up. Look it up, guys. Look it up. Look it up.
Possibly the product of a Pacquiao right hook. Left hook by Rios. Ruslan Probodnikov, a buddy of Manny Pacquiao's, after having been his primary sparring partner for two big fights, happy with what he sees.
Ahí va, no le das, ahí vamos, Tiene que mover más la cabeza.
You gotta move your head a bit more. And don't give him too many chances to throw so many punches.
You gotta work on throwing. Okay. You gotta work on throwing more than one punch at a time, all right? Face down. It's fine, it's fine. It's on the side. Yes. Okay? That's 3-2. That when he comes in, throw the 3-2. Okay? Huh? Yeah, it was a good. It's all right. It's all right, man.
Take the block from the other guy. That's the block.
Ganito, ha? Huwag kang masyadong mabait.
He see Pacquiao come in with 1, 2, 3, 4 punches. Once he gets Brandon Rios on the defense, he just keeps his hands moving to try to make Brandon keep his hands at home for defense.
CompuBox numbers through 6. Pacquiao's 139 out of 394. Those are very good numbers. Brandon Rios lagging behind numerically, 76 out of 269. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Jim, I find this fight a very, very easy fight to score so far. I got it 6-0, 60-54, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, I think the guy's putting on a beautiful exhibition of boxing. Sometimes he leads with that right, sometimes he leads with the left. Most of the time he throws 3 or 4 punch combinations, then he moves. I mean, he turns to his left, he turns to his right, he keeps Rios covered up. He's just doing a job on him. 6-0, Manny Pacquiao.
Rios pawing at the blood on his left eye. Seems tentative with that
right
left
eye
hand now.
is swelling as well. Both of Rios' eyes are beginning to show damage.
Yeah, the right eye from that left hand, that straight left hand that Pacquiao keeps landing repeatedly.
At what point does Rios think, okay, the game plan is not working? As I mentioned, he hadn't sold out his game plan yet. And I have to throw some blind left hooks, see if I can catch this guy, whether or not I know where he is exactly.
I'd say we're getting there. Yes. I'd say we're getting there pretty fast. Pacquiao is beginning to toy with him.
Yeah, now he's having fun. That's what you want to see out of Pacquiao. You want to see him out there having a good time, enjoying what he does.
And just when Rios was starting to do some damage to the body, referee Chino Rodriguez pulled him off of it. Straight left hand lands for Pacquiao again. Hard right hand by Rios, his best punch in a while. Pacquiao lands his own right hook. Rios just missed with a left hook. Finally drives Pacquiao into the ropes like a football player. And he gets away.
The only question right now is, are there any moments left in the fight for Rios where, as a desperate puncher, he becomes dangerous for Manny? Because at this moment, it's a complete paint job.
Yeah, the notion of grinding Pacquiao down is ebbing away. It's going to take an explosion of some sort to disrupt Pacquiao's momentum. He's established what he can do in the fight, and he's doing it over and over.
Back it up, let's go, back it up.
Good right hook.
You wonder also how Brandon is carrying this extra weight.
Up. 7 rounds in the books.
See more head movement, okay? I need to see more head movement and hands up high, Brandon. Huh? Okay?
Get the ice on his.
I need to see more. I need to see more head movement, and when you have him in the ropes, you gotta throw punches, more than one. You gotta stay in close to him, Brandon. You can't give him the distance. When you give him the distance is when he's landing. All right? You gotta stay close to him, Brandon.
Here you see Pacquiao with another one of these 5-punch combinations. Once he gets Brandon on the defense, he forces Brandon to keep his hands at home, and that way Brandon can cause Pacquiao no harm because he won't punch as long as he's using his own hands for defense.
Manny Pacquiao's mother urged him to retire after the Marquez fight, complained that she felt as though he lost the Marquez by knockout because he had changed his religion, and he says everything's all good with Mom at this point. Manny Pacquiao coming in off the longest layoff of his career, 350 days, and Roy Jones, you, along with the promoter and Freddie Roach, a variety of people said taking the long layoff was the smartest thing he could have done.
Yeah, it was the smartest thing he could have done because it allowed his body to readjust from that one-punch knockout. Not like he hadn't been through it before and like his body didn't know what to do, but it gives your body a chance to relax and reset itself and come back. So now the punches that you see that Bam Bam are hitting him with really aren't really phasing Pacquiao much, so I think the layoff was really good for him. Not that one punch couldn't still do the job, but I'm just saying, I think that the layoff is good to help his confidence and everything else as far as taking a punch.
So far, Rios is trying to do what he can do, use his size. He's thrown some hard shots. He's been opportunistic when Pacquiao's turned to the ref or when he's had one hand free like right here, and he's just being outclassed. As was the expectation of many.
Manny Pacquiao is allowing Brandon Rios to fire all these right-hand punches while he holds on urgently to the left hand. It's almost as if Manny is saying, I don't much care about your right hand. It's your left hook that bothers me.
That right hand took care of Alvarado in that first fight pretty good.
Another clean shot by Pacquiao.
Yeah, great body shot by Pacquiao.
There's the left hook from Brandon Rios, and he landed it right on the chops.
Actually, I think it was a good jab, which the punch he seems to have gotten away from.
Well, if it was a jab, it was an angled jab.
Yeah.
But you can do that. Another 1-2 for Pacquiao.
But that was the right idea for Rios. Even if you're going to take some shots, punch with Pacquiao, because you're never going to beat him to the punch.
Now Pacquiao keeps turning Rios to Rios' left and is throwing him off because Rios can't punch well while Pacquiao is making him turn.
Pacquiao's earlier focus on body shots may now be altering as he looks at Brandon Rios' right and left eye and sees the targets that could end the fight for him. And there's another hard right-hand shot by Manny Pacquiao. It's very hard to discourage a willful warrior like Brandon Rios. But Pacquiao's working on it.
Yeah, Rios' face is a mess right now.
Ya está cansando. Tenemos 4 rounds.
We've got 4 rounds.
Okay.
He's tired already.
Vamos, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Aquí le va a sacar ganas, okay?
Right here,
you
man.
have to suck it up, okay? In the last 4 rounds. You got to stay close to him and keep throwing punches, okay? Don't make it easy for him. If you give him the distance, you're making it easy for him. Breathe in.
Little face, little face. He reaches. Once he reaches, you open up. Okay. That hook left hand is going to be really good for you, okay? All right? Under and out after, okay? Don't stay in the pocket too long. Hook left hand, under and out. 3 seconds na tayo sa alis na kagad. Kombinasyon, bigla. Babang, segundos
Okay.
na.
Yeah, boy.
Average CompuBox rounds through 8. The average Pacquiao round, 23 out of 66. Heavy emphasis on power shots. Those are very representative Manny Pacquiao numbers. The Rios rounds, 13 out of 44. More jab lands than power shot lands. Those are not representative numbers for Brandon Rios, and they won't win him the fight. Pacquiao ripping Rios with straight left hands. And as long as Rios has to keep his hands at home to stop Pacquiao's power shots upstairs, it's going to be difficult for him to find a way to continue trying to break Pacquiao down.
Yeah, it is, Jim. It's going to be very hard for him to find a way to break Pacquiao down. But the one thing I think we must understand is that I don't think Bam Bam Rios ever expected to beat Pacquiao by decision.
So far, in terms of how much does Pacquiao have left, what we've seen in terms of a return to form is Pacquiao fighting throughout the round rather than taking long rest periods as he had against Tim Bradley, for example.
Exactly. This is a sustained effort every second of every round. Focus, concentration, devotion.
Good body shot by Rios, followed by some good counter punches from Pacquiao.
Part of that is also Tim Bradley, who can play some defense and is a very well-rounded fighter. Tovia Briel fight, and then, which he got the decision in that fight, but most think he didn't deserve it. And then the Alvarado fight. Rios is the kind of guy who seemed to be able to overcome fights where maybe it didn't look like he was having his best night or things weren't going his way. He could shake it off and come through. And I don't see him quitting in this fight. At this moment, he's still trying to land big shots, but he's really getting broken down by Pacquiao, although maybe not quite as much in this round as in the previous rounds.
Well, this is the biggest hand speed deficit I think Rios has ever faced. Never fought a guy with the hand speed of Manny Pacquiao. And as we know, speed is power.
He may never have fought anybody with the punching power of Manny Pacquiao either.
That's what I just said.
Because Rios is coming up to 140. Yeah, speed is power.
Speed is power, so...
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta work your way with more right hands. You have to, okay? First right here. Okay, Brandon? You have to stay in closer and throw more punches, more right hands, okay? Work your right hand. Don't make mistakes from far away. You gotta work your way in. Don't throw from far away. Okay?
Here we see Pacquiao landed his best punch throughout this whole fight, which has been the counter left and the straight left lead. That was a counter left, there's a counter left, or a left lead because he threw it at the same time. Here's a counter left hand again. That straight left hand has caused Brandon Rios all types of trouble all night long, especially off of his jab.
As the result, Brandon Rios is now grotesquely swollen up around both the right and the left eye. You saw blood earlier outside the left eye. The right eye hasn't burst open yet, but it's threatening to do so. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Jim, I still say it's an easy fight to score. 90-81, 9 rounds to nothing, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, I think the guy's just pitching a shutout. Fighting a beautiful fight. The right jab, the combinations, and then he moves. Constantly landing and turning, landing and turning. And I got to tell you, I'll say what I said before. He's got a great right hand for a southpaw. I mean, he's got power in that hook. He snaps the jab. He does all the right things with a right hand that you don't see southpaws do. 9-0, Manny Pacquiao.
In some ways, Gino Rodriguez
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
continues to warn Brandon Rios on a variety of fronts. In some ways, this is reminiscent to me of what Sergio Martinez was able to do against Julio Cesar Chavez. The only question now remains is will Pacquiao get risky and give Brandon a chance in the last couple of rounds, the way Martinez tried for a knockout, and gave Chavez Jr. the chance to land those big shots.
Well, so far this has been not the physical phenom Pacquiao, though he's been very fast and landed very good shots. This has been the Freddie Roach pupil Pacquiao, the guy who Freddie Roach took and refined from this physical phenom to a more complete fighter, and he's showing those skills against Rios tonight.
And he's very busy. Anytime he's operating like this, it's very difficult to deal with him. Now he seems to be enjoying it again.
Very good analogy, I think, with the Martinez-Chavez fight.
Yes.
It's looked a lot like that.
Will Pacquiao give Rios chances late, and will Rios take them? Will he try to make his own opportunities?
He doesn't have the kind of punching thunder that Chavez Jr. has.
He doesn't have what?
The punching thunder that Chavez Jr. has.
Rios,
The one-shot power.
No, he doesn't, but he does throw the right type of punches. If he can land the overhand right like that.
Oh, he can still hurt him. I'm not saying he couldn't hurt him.
Rios is not a cruiserweight.
No, he's not.
That's right.
But he is a junior middleweight.
And to a small welterweight like Pacquiao, it may be the same thing.
No, he's a middleweight. He's 159.
Right, 159. He came in as a middleweight.
I thought he was 49.
With his unofficial weight.
See that right hand right there, Max? That's the right hand I was saying I thought he should have thrown earlier in the fight because he had it lined up. He just, because Pacquiao punches so hard, he wouldn't let the hands go like that.
But there's a certain kind of stubbornness about Rios, and his face looks like it's a Rocky movie right now, that Chavez Jr. also has. That served Chavez Jr. well late in that fight with Martinez.
Kaya ano, pag-hookling, pag sinistriti mo, buduko man siya, kita kayo. Ha? Alright. Good. Alright.
Those are the punches landed through 10 rounds against Brandon Rios. Pacquiao evenly distributing the punches upstairs and landing over and over to the body with the right hand. And a left hand to the body, what they worked on so much in training camp. He hasn't used it as much in the latter stages of the fight because he's been throwing the left upstairs, firing at the eyes. Power shots in round 10. Pacquiao 21 of 40. Rios at 5 of 17.
Rios just looked over at me, winked and smiled and said, I loved it, like he was mad. I love it. Garcia.
Well, he may love it, but he's a guy who says, I enjoy getting hit. If he wanted to enjoy getting hit, he's gotten his money's worth here tonight.
Garcia, remember, was in Margarito's corner, and though it looked like there were moments where that fight could be stopped, Garcia defiantly didn't stop that fight And he and Margarito were both glad at the end of that fight when Margarito was still on his feet in spite of the damage.
Broken
done.
orbital bone, damage to his eye, which continues to this day.
They were both proud of that.
Well, Brandon hasn't taken the abuse tonight that Margarito took, though.
But it's something like it.
Brandon hasn't been quite as defenseless as the slower Margarito was.
Exactly. No broken bones so far.
That we know about.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, go, get up.
Good hook by Pacquiao. Good hook by Brandon. Oh, another good hook by Brandon.
Third left hook by Brandon Rios, his best punch in quite a while.
Got Pacquiao's attention.
Pacquiao felt it.
Good body shot by Brandon, too.
But Pacquiao has to go to work again and make Brandon keep his hands at home. Four minutes left in the fight.
Good jab
Rios
by
lands
Brandon.
a right.
And a right hand.
Yep, jab and a right hand by Rios. He's getting better in this round. Pacquiao tiring just a bit, or so it seems.
And Chavez Jr., by the way, had moments in the 11th round.
Correct.
That weren't dissimilar from that.
Pace slows as suddenly it appears that Rios is now searching for one big shot.
Well, that was should have been his game plan from the beginning, though, Jim. He's not the boxer here, he's the fighter.
That's been proven unequivocally. 3 minutes to go.
You gotta go with everything, Brandon.
You gotta give it all right here in this round. Let me go. Take deep breath. How you feeling? Good. Yeah? Con cuidado, okay? You gotta be smart about it. Don't make mistakes anyway. But I need you to be more aggressive, all right? But don't get caught with punches that you're not supposed to, all right? Let's keep working, keep trying. But you can.
When you get him going, he cannot fight going backwards. Don't let him have momentum and come to you, okay? All right? All right, you back him up with your combinations. All right? Manny, I know you're
Within the last 5 rounds, Pacquiao has landed 89 power shots to 43 for Brandon Rios. As we come to the 12th round, Harold Letterman has given every one of the 11 rounds in the fight to Manny Pacquiao. A clean shutout.
Let's see how the instructions in the corner play out, because they want more aggression, obviously, in Rios' corner. In Pacquiao's corner, Roach doesn't want to let Rios build up a head of steam. He wants Pacquiao
backing him up.
How does that play out when he was just knocked out in his last fight, jumping in on a guy? Pacquiao was.
He don't want him to jump in on him. What he wants him to do is hit him with the 4 and 5 punch combinations to keep him back like that.
Tremendous 1-2 combination by Pacquiao. Actually, it was a hook and straight left hand combo.
Yeah, he wants him to keep him on the end like that so that Brandon can't get momentum coming forward.
Brandon Rios' face and head are going to look like a basketball tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Pacquiao hasn't had a knockout in years.
Yeah, but as you see, he was smart then and pulled back off of Brandon Rios because he knows last time he went too quick, he got caught himself. So he just showed you some discipline right there in the corner. When he had a chance, I think the old Pacquiao would have went for the knockout right there. he backed off.
And Rios looked like there was a little wobble there, like there was a little give momentarily.
Well, he could have been trying to play possum, but Pacquiao didn't go for it.
Rios' face.
I think Pacquiao is enjoying looking at Rios' swollen, bloodied face.
He is.
He promised to punish Rios for the friction between the two camps that erupted into a battle in the gym the other day. He promised to show that he was the old Manny Pacquiao and that there's no reason to suggest his career is over. He promised to throw punches in bunches and to land his power shots. He's done all of that. The only thing he hasn't done is to fulfill the prediction of most boxing experts that he would get a knockout or a TKO. But maybe it wasn't worth the risk. Maybe it was better simply to pile up the numbers and outdo Rios in every round the way he has so far. The crowd loves it. They're on their feet in Macau. Before he goes to his corner, Manny Pacquiao goes to every person in Brandon Rios' corner to exchange congratulations, including Alex Ariza, with whom he has so much conflict in the past.
Which once again is a credit to the personality and the character that Manny Pacquiao really is. Manny Pacquiao is one of the best people that you ever meet in the sport of boxing, and that again is an attribute to the person that he is.
It has something to do with the worldwide Pacquiao phenomenon.
A happy warrior and as comfortable a public figure as you'll ever find. Harold, who are the three official judges who are scoring this fight, and is there any chance that they blow it somehow?
No, they can't blow this one. Lisa Giamper, you know, she's a new judge. She's the wife of a very well-known judge, Chuck Giamper in Las Vegas. She works as a sales rep there. She had Orlando Salido, you know, over one-on-one markers. She had to fight even at the time of the knockout. Manfred Kuchler from Germany, well-known referee and judge in Europe. He had Vladimir Klitschko 7th round TKO over Hasim Rahman. But, you know, everybody had that one right. And Michael Pernick, one of my favorite judges, real good guy, from Delray Beach, Florida. He had Golovkin over Stevens, 79-71, but he should have given Golovkin a 2-point round in the 8th.
Harold, are you expecting 3 shutout scorecards here?
Three scores of 120-108. Absolutely, Jim. It has to be.
Let's see what Michael Buffer has as we go up for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Venetian Macau, we go to the scorecards. Michael Pernick scores it 120-108. Lisa Giamper has it 119-109. And Manfred Kuchler scores it 118-110. All to the winner by unanimous decision. He's back. The fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
His first win in 2 years. It's still been 4 years since a knockout has taken place, but he didn't need a knockout tonight.
No,
dominated every round.
It was smarter for him not to really go for a knockout tonight, because going for a knockout would have been the only way that he gave Brandon Rios a chance to pull off an upset, and it was very smart. Showed a lot of things about Pacquiao to not go for the knockout, be disciplined, and stick to the fight plan.
Final CompuBox numbers. Pacquiao landing 143 more punches, more than doubling Brandon Rios in landed punches, throwing 288 more, landing at a significantly higher connect percentage. Power shots, Pacquiao landing 110 more, throwing 205 more. landing at a higher percentage, although Rios landing 43 of his power shots. That's something of a dark cloud for Pacquiao looking down the road to the future. And here is the punch zone graphic that shows you the complete picture of where the punches landed for the two fighters. And most interestingly, Rios only landing 57 body shots to 40 for Pacquiao. Logic tells you if Brandon Rios was going to have a chance in the fight, he needed to land more body shots than that.
Way more body shots. That should have been the key to his attack.
Let's go to Max Kellerman with the winner.
Congratulations, Manny. You won every round by a wide margin. Do you feel that you're all the way back from your losses now?
I feel that, and that's what I'm trying to do before the fight, to give a good fight. If the knockout comes, will come. And but I try to finish the fight, but my opponent's very tough. So give credit to him.
You looked at certain points late in the fight like you'd considered going in for the knockout, and maybe thought, maybe don't be reckless and go and win on points. Is that what happened?
It's a last round. It's a last round, no? You know, I was winning the whole round, and then you know, I don't want to get careless in the last round, so I back off and, you know, just finish the round.
Was there any moment in the fight where he caught you with a good shot and you were able to take it and felt more comfortable getting hit in your first fight back?
I tell you, he hit me a good solid punch, and I tell you, it's hard. It's hard. I'm hurt.
You were hurt at one point.
Yes.
Do you remember the round?
I forget the round, but I think it's fifth round. Yeah.
Manny, after the fight, you went up to everyone in Brandon Rios' camp, including Alex Ariza, and congratulated him on a tough fight. Tell me about that.
Yes, you know, it's good. You know, let's give credit to Alex Ariza. He, you know, his fighter is a very strong fighter and a tough fighter. He, you know, he's not easy opponent. I mean,
is that your way of showing by example, forgiving?
You know, we have the job to do in the ring, but after the fight, you know, we're all brothers and sisters. You know.
What's it like having this reception here in Asia, your first fight here since you've become a superstar?
Oh, good evening, everybody. Thank you to all the fans who came here tonight and witnessed the good fight. You know, I'm so happy and grateful and thankful to God that He gave me this victory tonight. You know.
Do you think that you've reestablished? You said your era is not over. The Pacquiao era is not over before the fight. Do you think that you proved that point with this fight? And who do you want going forward?
You know, first, you know, that's what I thought. I mean, my time is not over yet, and Rios he's not an easy opponent. He's a good fighter and strong fighter, and I consider this fight is one of the toughest fights in my career. He took a lot of punches and solid punches, but he still stand up and fight back. You know.
And who are you looking forward to, Manny? What are you looking forward to?
It depends to my promoter, Bob Arum. You know. I don't know yet.
Thank you, Manny, and congratulations.
And thank you so much. And I'd like to thank to all the Filipino people, especially to those people who are affected by typhoon. The fight is for you. The honor is, you know, is for you. Thank you so much to all of you, to all your prayers. And thanks be to God that He gave me this victory and He gave me strength tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Manny. Brandon, tough fight, and you showed a lot of determination to continue. What are your thoughts at this moment?
It is what it is. It's part of boxing. Man did a great job. He's very fast. That's it. Power-wise, I didn't feel that much, but his quickness, I think that bothered me a little bit. That was it. Other than that, I'm good, man. Yeah. He couldn't, like I said, I thought it was a 4-round fighter, but I got to 12 rounds.
You said before the fight, hey, I'm not going to be a punching bag. I have skills. Do you feel you proved something with this fight going the distance with Pacquiao?
What do you think, man? You're the one that asked the question. What do you think? You was watching it. You think I'm a punching bag?
I don't think you're a punching bag. I think you're incredibly determined.
No, that's not the answer I asked. What do you think?
I just said I don't think you're a punching bag. I think you're very determined.
You answered the question then.
Was there a thought in your mind at any point to sell out a game plan and just try to land a knockout punch late?
Never. Like I said, Manny Pacquiao is very fast. Like I said, I fought one of the greatest boxers in the world, you know, besides Mayweather. And he's very fast, very awkward. But other than that, you know, I stick to my game plan. I just think the speed has got me a little bit, you know. I have fast sparring partners, but I think he was faster than them.
Thanks, Brandon. Jim?